Good afternoon, everyone. We're working our way down to the end of the month, aren't we? I got to thinking, it's really funny how we get so accustomed to our own routine and surroundings that a different place can seem so intriguing, even though there may be nothing really special about it at all. For me, that was my aunt and uncle's house in Littleton, Colorado. Our family had always lived in older, usually two-story homes in small towns. My aunt and uncle lived in a much larger city, which was fun in itself, and they lived in a ranch-style home with a beautifully manicured lawn on a quiet street. I have two younger brothers, and our yard was usually full of bikes, kids, baseballs, all kinds of things all over the yard. My aunt had this beautifully tended yard with flower beds. The lawn was green and lush, like the softest carpet, even in the dry climate of Colorado. In the mornings, we'd get up and have breakfast either in their little kitchen or on the patio, which was even more fun, with the front range of the Rockies as the backdrop. And that was a far cry from our usual toast and cereal in our kitchen at home. Sometime between our visits, they added a glassed-in space that ran the whole backside of the house, creating another room, essentially, which meant you could eat every meal out there, play, spend time out there, whatever the weather might be. This just seemed so luxurious at the time. Armed with all those great memories I had of this place, I decided to look it up a couple of years ago, and what I found looked nothing like what I remembered. Of course, the house was decades older, but it had been fairly well kept up. However, it was so tiny. It was hard to imagine how our family of 5, plus my aunt and uncle, had ever spent days and nights in this house and not just kind of fallen all over each other. My memories of a much grander place were sadly diminished by its present condition. Isn't that the way of our earthly things, though? They'll never meet up to the best of our expectations, no matter how wonderful they seem at the time. They won't last forever, and even if they seem to meet our every need, over time, they'll be of no use to us and interest to us. Only the eternal things of God far outweigh anything we can imagine, and will last far beyond this lifetime and will never disappoint us. Paul wrote these words to the Colossians, and they're meant for us too. If then you have been raised with Christ, seek the things that are above, where Christ is, seated at the right hand of God. Set your mind on things that are above, not on things that are on earth. For you have died, and your life is hidden with Christ in God. It seems kind of harsh at sometimes, but we have to constantly remind ourselves that what this world has to offer is not all there is. We can enjoy our nice homes and all that comes with our lives, but eventually they'll fall apart and will be of no longer use to us. It's far better to be in a lasting, giving relationship with Jesus, which has no beginning and end, and will not only give us joy and peace here in the here and now, but lead straight to our eternal home with the Lord. Have a wonderful day and a good week. Bye.